For the last week, the debate has waged. Do fans of the Denver Broncos pull for the New England Patriots or the Kansas City Chiefs in today's AFC Championship game? For me, the decision is easy. Never, ever in any way, shape or form, under any circumstance, do I want anything good to happen to a division rival. Let alone one that has never won the trophy named after its owner, but could do so today. That hilarious, ironic fact must stay alive. Thus, Tom Brady and the Patriots, please win today in Kansas City. The comparison I gave to Adam Malnati on the most recent MHR radio podcast puts it in great perspective. Would you rather drink spoiled milk, the Patriots, and just stomach the horrible aftertaste for a few minutes before you wash it out with water? Or do you chug untreated water from Mexico, the Chiefs, knowing full well what happens after you do? As someone who has experienced Montezuma's revenge, I can tell you firsthand that you want none of that. If you're rooting for the Chiefs today, you're willingly drinking untreated Mexican water. Sure, it seems harmless now, but pretty soon you'll regret it when Chiefs Kingdom gets even worse and then wins the Super Bowl. Just like rotten milk, we know what we get with Tom Brady and the Patriots. It's rank and makes your toes curl. But just like spoiled milk, the bad taste of another New England Super Bowl goes away, especially if it loses again. The whole notion of the Chiefs winning the Lamar Hunt Trophy for the first time and going to the Super Bowl for the first time in over 50 years will serve as the gift that keeps on giving. Broncos fans who rooted for FUKC will want to take it back but won't be able to because they'll be stuck on a toilet. You'll have what I call Patrick Mahomes' revenge. The MHR Radio podcast is now on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Acast, Stitcher, TuneIn and a few other podcast hosts. Please subscribe to the one that fits your fancy, and also rate and review what you hear. Horse Track Sacco says, a Hall of Fame Wishim Sacco Mono offers his initial impressions on the Broncos' new head coach, Vic Fangio. The Next Step Pro Football Hall of Fame voter Peter King reflects on owner Pat Bowlen's NFL contributions. King will be among the voters who decide in early February which finalists will be selected for the Pro Football Hall of Fame's class of 2019. Bowlen virtual lock for Hoff knock on door in 2 weeks. 9news.com. 7 children of the Broncos owner will be in Atlanta on eve of Super Bowl 53 awaiting the Hall of Fame vote for Pat Bowlen. 9 senior Broncos who deserve Hall of Fame consideration. 9news.com. Once Bowlen and Brandt get elected, it will be time for the Pro Football Hall of Fame to start addressing the senior candidate overflow. Should Broncos veterans be worried? Denver Broncos. ESPN. Broncos have missed the playoffs 3 consecutive seasons, which means changes are likely coming. Off-season priorities for NFL teams with top 10 picks in 2019 draft for the Broncos. The top priority is to get the quarterback. NFL tracks the final 4 quarterbacks in the 2019 NFL playoffs, ranked SBNation.com. 2 upstarts and 2 veterans. It's a stacked field. The possible Super Bowl 53 matchups, ranked by the ones we want to see. SBNation.com. Let us hash out the possibilities, all of which would make for good games. But that's also not why we're here. NFL Playoffs 2019, do Chiefs or Saints have best home field advantage? SBNation.com. Arrowhead Stadium is loud as hell. The Superdome has Choppa. NFL Playoffs, Super Bowl 53 is a lock to have a thrilling matchup. Drew Brees versus Tom Brady? Patrick Mahomes versus Jared Goff? No matter who ends up in Atlanta, Super Bowl 53 is sure to be a fascinating matchup. Morgan Burnett requests his release from Steelers. NFL.com. Another day, another veteran wanting out of Pittsburgh. This time it's safety Morgan Burnett, who told Ian Rapoport that he wishes to be released from his deal before free agency begins in mid-March. Deshaun Jackson unlikely to remain with Buccaneers. NFL.com. Buccaneers coach Bruce Arians has already stated that Jameis Winston is in his vision of Tampa Bay's future, but what about the rest of the offense, namely Deshaun Jackson? John Harbaugh, Ravens agree to terms on extension. NFL.com. John Harbaugh's future in Baltimore is secure. The coach has reached an agreement on a contract extension with the Ravens, NFL Network insider Ian Rapoport reported, per a source. NFL keeps losing refs with Pete Morelli and Tuck Rule. Referee Walt Coleman set to retire. CBSSports.com. The NFL is going to need some new refs. True grip. How Michael Thomas became the best receiver in the NFL. The Washington Post. After blooming late in high school, Michael Thomas used tenacious work and fuel from perceived slights to become one of the best players on the Saints. The NFL's most underrated coach just wants a shot to run a team. NFL Nation ESPN. Despite being one of the best special teams coordinators ever, Kansas City's Dave Toub continues to get overlooked in head coach searches. CJ Anderson says, "I'm the freshest running back in the NFL," jokes that he put on sympathy weight. CBSSports.com. Anderson has been bowling through opposing defenses since signing with the Rams. How Andy Reid grew the NFL's most prolific coaching tree. Kansas City Chiefs blog. ESPN. No one develops NFL head coaches like Andy Reid does. The secret? His former assistants offer testimonials, but the man himself says it's quite simple.